Thank you. I served on active duty in the United States Army for 31 years. The most challenging mission I was ever given in those 31 years was what took place right through these gates at Camp Ashraf. I was charged with providing protection for the over 3,000 men and women who were in prison, detained there by the United States, my government. It's also the longest mission I ever had because it's not complete. I'm still working this mission. In 2004, after going through numerous interrogations and interviews, there was a promise of protection given in writing to over 3,000 members of the organization. At the end of this road here, approximately 6 kilometers behind these gates, you make a right-hand turn and it's another kilometer, and they had a convention center. Each and every member was given a handwritten note promising them protection indefinitely. Well, when I left there in 2005, we were providing that protection. I could have just forgotten the people of Ashraf, although I've been through this gate over 100 times. I could have not had anything to do with it again and just focused on my own career. But in 2005, Human Rights Watch, an organization which I quasi-respected but didn't have much knowledge about, wrote a report about what took place behind these gates, what took place there, and I took personal offense at the challenges they laid down, stating that my soldiers did not do the job of protecting them, that the people inside were torturing, holding their own people against their will. Well, I was on active duty, and those of you that served on active duty know you do not speak out publicly while in that status. I could not live with myself. I could not fulfill my mission of protecting them unless I spoke out. I wrote a letter to the director of Human Rights Watch countering his report, letting him know there was no torture going on, and I know firsthand because I raided the individual camps at 2 in the morning. There were not people being held against their will, because when people wanted to leave, they were dropped off at our gates with a suitcase and Iraqi dinars in their hand. Well, in 2007, I returned to Iraq. I went back to Ashraf as General Petraeus's police rebuilder. I was in charge of rebuilding the Iraqi police during what you know as the surge. I convinced and assured the people of Ashraf, since we were still providing them protection at this point, and then when I departed in 2008, shortly thereafter, we, the United States, abandoned our promise and turned over the over 3,000 men and women to the Iraqis. Well, in that time frame, many have died at the hands of the Iraqis and their Iranian puppeteers. And for the past several months, even though we were assured by Dan Freed of the State Department that there would be frequent visits to Camp Liberty by the U.S. Embassy, none have taken place. I knew, lived with, ate, worked with, and sweated with many of the individuals on that board right there. And I venture that every one of the people on that board knew me. I knew most of them personally. Hossein Mondanani, in the middle there, just off to the right and down, I consider a friend, because we went through many trying times of trying to work out the negotiation. Well, I still believe in that promise, and my mission will end the day I go to a free and democratic Iran, and I sit there and remember what Hussein and all of you at Camp Liberty have persevered through. I was with you at Ashraf. I only wish I could be with you at Camp Liberty. Thank you.